welcome to another video. Today has been one of those frustrating days where I expected to feel much better than I actually did, and that's mainly because of how I slept last night. I slept much better than I had the previous 2 nights, but yet I felt way worse, particularly fatigue-wise. I was so tired today. It's just frustrating when I feel like I should have been feeling better today than I was. It really gets to me when that happens. I kind of start thinking, oh, what's the point in doing anything? Because even when I do everything right, I still feel terrible and I just don't know why I'm doing it, blah, blah, blah. I know that sounds a bit extreme, but that is where my mind goes, particularly this afternoon. Anyway, I am going to go to bed and hopefully get a good night's sleep again and hopefully feel better tomorrow than I did today. I think I must use the word hopefully more than any other in these videos. I guess that's a good thing though, right? I just got a call from my GP surgery saying they needed to cancel my diabetic review on the 12th of October and it's moved to 2 weeks later, or nearly 2 weeks later, on the 25th. I'm pretty pissed off about that, I'm not gonna lie, because as I said at the end of the last video, really want to talk to people about what's going on with my blood sugars, and I feel like my diabetic review would be one of the best places to do that. But at least I still have that GP appointment on the 2nd of October, so as long as that doesn't get cancelled, everything should be okay-ish. On the plus side, I've got a little visitor today on my bed, which is lovely because he doesn't often come and sit here with me. I know you can't see him very well because it's really dark. You get his silhouette. You still get some of the effect of him. Oh, a bit of an itchy ear. Oh, that's not good, is it? I really need to film in the day when the light is better. I'm always wary of making my headache worse by looking at screens then though. Never mind. Today, and over the last few days really, I've definitely been noticing the drop in temperature. It's definitely not summer anymore, it's definitely autumn now. I think that's partly the reason why my headache's been bothering me so much this week. I've forgotten that I need to use certain tactics during the colder weather to help with my pain levels, and it's crazy to think that this time, last month, it was absolutely boiling. I was struggling so much with that, and now, I mean, I'm not really struggling with the cold, it's not that bad, but I'm definitely noticing that is the issue now. It's not the heat, it's the cold. The other thing that I think is kind of responsible for my headaches is the modafinil. I feel like a broken record because I seem to be saying that sort of thing all the time. I think I got a bit carried away with, oh, the modafinil side effects are over, I don't need to be careful anymore with screen time, or I don't need to be careful with how much I strain my eyes. So on that note, I'm going to stop looking at this screen and I'm gonna go to bed and hope that I sleep well. We'll see. Ooh, look at me, filming when it's light. Wow. I have had a really good day. I don't say that very often, I know. It's not really been an especially good day physically. Still had a headache. I have had a really good day. I guess emotionally is the right way to describe it. I had a therapy session. It was a really good one. I feel like I might have made a bit of a breakthrough, or whatever you want to call it. I've been kind of plateauing now for quite a while. Initially we hoped that meeting in person would be able to, I don't know, unlock something or enable me to kind of get to another level, but obviously that's kind of not been working because we haven't been able to meet in person because I've been so bad physically. So we've obviously had to go back to speaking via Skype. Today I feel like, I don't know, I just joined up a few dots in my head, I joined up a few things. Yeah, it was just a really good session. I feel like really content, I guess is the right word, and it's not a feeling that I feel very often, so maybe that's why I can't name it. And on top of that, I managed to do my physio before my session, which means that I don't have to worry about doing it afterwards when I'm usually wiped out because I'm so tired. So now I can just relax and focus on not letting my headache get the better of me. Today is the first time that one day's headache has drifted into another. Oh, this is not going to work. I can't look at the window because it's too painful. There we go. That's all right, isn't it? Kind of. We'll go with it. Yes, it's the first time that I've woken up with the same headache that I've gone to sleep with. I said earlier in the week, I think, that I'm pretty sure it's because of the modafinil, and I'm even more sure of that now. When I first upped my dose, I said something along the lines of describing it as a headache is just ridiculous because it's so much more encompassing than that. You know, it's in my neck and it's in my eyes a lot, hence why I can't face that way, because it's looking into the light and that's just literal daggers in my eyes. I'm going to keep calling it headache because I don't know what else to call it, but we can all agree that that's not a good description. Yesterday I had this headache all day, and I also had the phone appointment with my Lyme doctor to talk about the low blood sugar crashes I've been having and how that complicates testing for SIBO. He did a lot of research to see if there's any other way that we can test for it. There isn't another way, so I have to do this test. His point, and I agree with him, is that the reason that the low blood sugar crashes affect me so badly, in that they cause severe symptoms for so long, is largely to do with my POTS. He's going to have some electrolytes that I can drink during the test. He thinks having that will help things. That's made me a little bit more confident. Another thing he said that helped is that as soon as they get a positive reading, they can stop. The test lasts a maximum of an hour and a half, but as soon as they get a positive reading, they can stop and I can eat breakfast and we can go on with our lives. He thinks that my SIBO is pretty severe, and so do I, so hopefully the positive reading will come sooner rather than later. Those two things together have kind of made me feel like, okay, I've got to do it. I have to get diagnosed because I have to get treated so I can get these symptoms under control. I still want to see my GP before I go. I just want them to know that the low blood sugar crashes are happening and know that I'm planning to do this test and to, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what I'm expecting from them. No, I know what I'm expecting from them. I'm expecting almost nothing. I mean, I want them to schedule a glucose tolerance test, but I'm not sure they're going to do that. I don't think they'll have any opinion on my SIBO test. But hey, I can live in hope, right? I have got to go now because I got to pull this blind down because the light is very aggravating for my headache. Hopefully the headache, I was going to say hopefully it doesn't get worse in the afternoon, but it always gets worse in the afternoon because it always gets worse after my second dose of modafinil. Another reason why I'm sure it's that's causing it. So it's actually Monday now. I decided to film the ending to this video today instead of yesterday because I had a really busy day yesterday, and by the end of it I was exhausted. I had a really bad headache and I couldn't form sentences and get my thoughts out in the way that I wanted to, and I have got quite a lot I want to say right now. Basically, I've decided to take a break from filming week to week. The past few weeks I've noticed that I sacrifice certain things to be able to film, to be able to, well, it's the editing mainly that I have to sacrifice things for because that takes a lot of energy. It's always been that way because my energy is very limited, but it's only really in the last few weeks that I've not been okay with that sacrifice, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I've been posting on Instagram less because I just don't have the energy. I can't reply to messages from friends as quickly as I would like because that takes a lot of energy. Replying to messages when I film, it immediately raises my pain levels because looking at my camera screen triggers the pain. I can be feeling like fairly okay, and then after filming for just a few minutes, I'm in excruciating pain in my eyes. That's obviously not great. If there is a way to avoid that, obviously I would like to do it. I'd also really like to have the energy to post on my blog again. There's so many things and so many issues that I want to write about, but that takes so much energy. I know I keep saying that about everything, but it does for me. Everything takes so much energy. There's also quite a few changes I want to make to the channel in general in terms of organising stuff, and all of that is completely out of reach to me if I am in the constant pattern of filming, editing, filming, editing, filming, editing. This is me cutting in a few minutes later because I just realised that there was one very important part that I forgot to say, and it's that I haven't been able to tell you about things that I want to tell you about. I just don't have the energy, like the fact that I started these noon electrolyte tablets for my POTS, that I stopped taking coenzyme Q10 because I read in a book that it can reduce blood pressure up to 30%. I ordered new clothes from Uniqlo, and so all my videos really have been for the past few weeks is just me telling you how crap I feel, and no one wants to watch that, do they? Being this ill and committing to filming something of your chronically ill life most days and then editing it within a week and getting it up at the end of that week, It is a lot of effort. It is a lot to commit to. Obviously, if you've seen the last few videos I've made, you'll know that the last few weeks haven't really been the best. I've been quite stressed, I guess, trying to work out what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it and how I'm going to do it. There's also some other stuff going on with my family that's taking up a lot of energy behind the scenes. So I'm going to take a break, as I said. I'm just going to see what happens and see what I feel like, because I think what I might do is just film occasional bits and then put them together when I have enough to make a video, or when I have a video about a particular theme, such as appointments with my cardiologist or the SIBO testing I'm going to go and do soon. So I'm just going to think about it for a bit and see what decision I come to. I'm definitely going to still film and make videos. They're just going to be a bit different to the way I've been doing them. It is hard for me because I thought when I started making these that they were going to document my recovery and they were going to document me going into remission. Obviously that hasn't happened, which is difficult and horrendously upsetting and heartbreaking, but it is what it is. I've just got to try and do the best I can and do the best for me, I guess. I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.